welcome back. I hope you're all doing very well. So, this is a dish that looks a little bit intimidating, and it took me a while to perfect it, but it's worth the effort. It's called Maqluba. I think it's originally from Palestine, but it's available. It's like, I think it's cooked all over the Middle East basically now. It's rice and vegetables and chicken or lamb. I think traditionally chicken, but some people still use lamb. All mixed in one pot. The preparation is a lot, I'm not gonna lie. So here, the main vegetable used in Maqluba is eggplant. So I'm going to cut my eggplant into strips and make sure that all of the vegetables, you don't cut them too thin or too small, so because we are going to cook them twice and you don't want them to just melt into the pot or disintegrate at the end. You still want them to keep their shape. So I have potatoes as well as cauliflower. So these are the main three vegetables that they are used in Maqluba. Some people only use eggplant, and some people use eggplant and potatoes, and some others use, like me, eggplant, potatoes, and um, cauliflower, because I just like cauliflower. Okay, I'm going to salt all of my vegetables and add some olive oil, and I'm going to roast them in the oven. I prefer roasting them in the oven, but again, originally, or like how this is done, the vegetables are fried. But you wanna either you choose the oven or fry them. Like, you have to make sure that you do not cook them all the way through, again, because we're going to cook them one more time. While the vegetables were roasting, they took around 30 minutes. I soaked my rice. It's a short grain rice. This is very important, short grain. And I am preparing my chicken as well, so I'm using my chicken as protein. I'm just going to add salt and pepper. I'm going to add some smoked paprika as well, and then we're going to fry the chicken. We're going to half fry it because we're going to simmer the chicken with water to prepare a stock so you can cook the rice in it later. We're using smoked paprika just because it adds a really nice flavor, but if you don't have it, you can just do the salt and pepper. That's it. It is still going to be flavorful. I added some olive oil, and then these are all of the holy spices that we are going to use: cardamom, bay leaf, cinnamon, an onion with some cloves, and a piece of garlic. So we are going to use these for the stock. I'm adding the chicken here. I'm going to fry it for around 5 to 7 minutes till it develops a color on the skin. I'm going to fry the skin side down, and then I'm going to flip it. We're not going to fry it on the other side. I'm very happy with this color. We need the color for the flavor for the stock, and we also don't want to just end up eating just boiled chicken at the end of the day. So here I added all of the whole spices, and I'm going to add water. Okay, here is another tip. I'm adding water with the same cup that I measured the rice with, because I don't want to, like, if you want to make more stock and freeze it, then okay, of course, add more, but I want to measure everything exactly according to the whole dish. So I added, depends on your rice. So before I say before I say this part, once it starts boiling, cover the pot and let it boil for around, or simmer for around 30 minutes. And now we have everything here. I added 7 spices to my rice, and I'm going to salt and pepper it as well. The 7 spices are used a lot in the Middle East. I'm going to write for you what exactly is like in it, but basically I think it's ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg. I buy it readily made, so if you have a Middle Eastern shop close by, you definitely have it. I'm adding some of the rice here at the bottom of the pot, just to keep everything from sticking. Then I'm going to layer tomatoes, potatoes, and lastly I'm going to start like sticking the eggplant to the side of the pot, just because I want it to look nice, but you can still put it in a layer. You don't need to do this. And then I'm going to go with another layer of potatoes and another layer of, no, now we're adding the chicken. That's it. Okay, and after that, I'm going to add the, so we're using the cauliflower to fill in the gaps. That is another thing. You want all of the gaps filled, kind of, so the whole thing looks like a cake at the end of the day. And here I added chickpeas. These are cooked chickpeas. A little bit. If you don't want to add them, it's okay. Seasoning everything once more, not too much because you already have like seasoned everything along the way, like in every step. Now we're adding the rice, and as I said, you want everything layered perfectly, not perfectly, but as perfect as you can, because this is going to be like a cake. You are going to flip it at the end of the day, so filling in the gaps, trying to layer everything in a good way, then this is gonna help. I'm also adding some garlic cloves here, skin on, like you don't need to skin it or anything like that. You don't need to remove the skin. Now I'm adding the stock. Now as I said earlier, you wanna add the water to the stock according to what your rice will take. Like my rice is taking 2.5 cup of water or liquid to 1 cup of rice, so that is what I'm doing. So read the instructions, and according to it you want to do that. Now I covered it and let it cook as well for 15 to 20 minutes, and then I let it sit again for 30 minutes before I flipped everything. So here is the flip. I was singing for it a little bit here just to tell it to be nice to me. And here is the last result, or the result of all of what we have done here. It turned out pretty well, actually. I really liked it. As I said, I had to learn a lot along the way, had to make it a few times before I learned how to perfect it, and I hope you guys tried. It's a really nice dish. The flavors of everything shine together in a harmony to make a delicious thing. Um, I hope you don't get intimidated by it and you try it. And if you do, please let me know. Like, subscribe, and share. And see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.